To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Here age relives fond memories of the past.
July 15th might just be one of the most underrated days in Disney history. Here's why. Back in 1955, just 2 days before Disneyland opened, the Los Angeles City Council officially declared it Disneyland Day. Walt Disney was handed a certificate honoring his wild dream of building a theme park no one thought would work. Imagine being told your fantasy world deserves its own day. That's Walt on July 15th. Fast forward 20 years to 1975, construction officially begins on Space Mountain at Disneyland. This was one of Walt's original ideas for Tomorrowland before he passed, and finally, it was becoming a reality. High-speed thrills, in the dark, in space, total game changer. Then, in 1995, Disney opens the Wedding Pavilion at Walt Disney World, a literal fairy tale setting with views of Cinderella Castle, built for real-life, happily ever after. And in 2005, over at California Adventure, Disney launched Turtle Talk with Crush, one of their first real-time interactive attractions where Crush actually talks to the audience live, way ahead of its time. All on July 15th. A day of legacy, innovation, and dreams coming true.
Thank you for joining us for the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. We hope you enjoy the rest of your visit during the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration.
If you want to meet characters at Disneyland in their 70th anniversary outfits, or honestly in any seasonal outfit, this is the way to do it. Normally, there are 9 different characters that will wear seasonal outfits, and you can find each of them on Main Street. First, we'll look at where to find them, and then how to find the exact characters you're looking for and the times they're going to be out. As for where to find characters, characters come out daily through this cast members only door that Minnie Mouse just walked out of. To find this door, when you walk into Disneyland and you are looking at the train station, you're going to want to walk towards the right and take the right side tunnel underneath the train tracks. Then walk straight past the Mad Hatter and you cannot miss this giant Welcome Friends sign that Minnie is standing in front of. But not all characters will be standing in front of that sign. Once characters like Goofy come out of this door, they are going to walk to a spot on Main Street to stop and take photos with guests. If you want to take a photo with the character, follow the character from the door they just came out of to the spot that they stop in for photos, and there you can line up to meet characters, take pictures, and get autographs. To find out when your favorite characters are coming out, you're going to want to open the Disneyland app and on the top of the screen, tap Characters. From there, find the character that you want to meet. We're going to start here with Chip, and then click Disneyland and make sure it says Main Street. And from there, you can see the exact times that the characters will walk out of the door that I showed at the beginning of this video. You're going to want to check this app at the beginning of the day because some characters are out more often than others, and some are out in the morning and some are out in the afternoon. For today, these are the time slots for all the characters that are out wearing these 70th anniversary outfits. But the time slots can be all over the place. For example, Daisy Duck won't even come out until 1 o'clock, but Chip and Dale were out only from 8:30 to 10:30. And some characters might only come out once a day, like Donald Duck, who will only be out today at 10:15 a.m. That's why I recommend checking the time slots first thing in the morning in case there's a character you really don't want to miss. And some characters have time slots that are all over the place, like Pluto, who's coming out at 10:45, but then won't be out again until the afternoon and evening. These 6 characters were kind of all over the place with their time slots, but usually each day there are 3 characters that will be out a lot throughout the day on Main Street. Generally speaking, in my experience on most days, the 3 characters with the most available time slots for meet and greets are going to be Goofy and Mickey and Minnie. And just a couple last little things to add. One, there are other other places throughout Disneyland and California Adventure where you can meet these characters, but only on Main Street can you see the characters in these seasonal outfits. And these characters are only out meeting for a short period of time during these time slots. So if you see a cast member at the end of the line for one of these characters, that means they're done meeting for that time slot. And one bonus tip is that if you want to meet these characters, but you do not want to wait around on Main Street or wait in line, you can see all these same characters in the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade, which happens daily at 1:30 and 2:45. But if you want pictures or autographs with the characters in these specific outfits, then Main Street will be the place to do it.
Oh,
You look handsome today.
Thank you.
You look handsome tonight. I love your new outfit. Oh, so sparkly and awesome. Love it. Oh yes, the sparkles, stars, yes, shiny in the hat too. Oh, did you? Nice.
One by one.
New shoes too.
Yes.
Looks great. Thanks.
Alright guys, it's the end of the night here at Disney and I want to get something for my mom. So every time I go somewhere, if I go to like a different Disney park, I always bring her like a plushie. And I thought about getting her the 70th anniversary plushies. I might get her Minnie this time. She loves her plushies and I want to get her one tonight. So yeah, come join me and get a plushie for my mom as out of nowhere kind of a gift. Just nothing special, it's not her birthday or anything, but I just want to get her something. So let's go get her a mini plushie. Let's go. We're at Emporium right now, so let's go find the plushies right now. I thought about getting her a Mickey as well, but I think she would love to get Minnie for now, so let's go find Minnie in her 70th anniversary outfit. There we go. We found her. She's so cute. How much is it? It is $29.99, so. Alright, I got Minnie. I think this is I examined it already. I think it's a good one, so let's go get it for my mom. Alright, I think she looks fine. Let me make sure she is the best one. let me check. Alright guys, I think I found the best one. Her ears are so much better than the other one, so I think I'm gonna go get this and then I'm gonna go pay for it right now. Let's go!
Do you happen to have any Disney discounts?
I do actually.
That's what I said about the perks of having the pass.
Yeah.
You can just come whenever.
Exactly, guys. I got it. I cannot wait to give it to my mom. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be so happy. She's probably not expecting this, but you know, just something small. So let's go. Here we go. Got you something.
Oh wow!
It's Minnie.
It's Minnie, yay!
That's from the 70th anniversary.
Oh wow! I love it.
Yeah.
I boarded the suitcase. I went to Hollywood. Arriving there with just $40 in my pocket from my Kansas City ventures. Now my brother Roy was already in Los Angeles. Both of us were unemployed. We solved the problem by going into business for ourselves. We established the first animated cartoon studio in Hollywood.
Walt's dreams were finally coming true. He had his first big hit, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Most people would have given up right then and there. Not Walt Disney. He sent a telegram to his brother Roy. Everything okay. And as he headed home to California, something happened along the way that would change things forever.
Mickey Mouse came into our life. He popped out of my mind onto a drawing pad on a train ride from Manhattan to Hollywood at a time when the business fortunes of my brother Roy and myself were at lowest ebb and disaster seemed right around the corner. His first actual screen appearance was at the Old Colony Theater in New York in Steamboat Willie. He was the first cartoon character to stress personality, and I thought of him from the first as a distinct individual. I did the voice. Hang on, pal. Here we go. Mickey was simply a little personality assigned to the purposes of laughter. Mickey fitted the need exactly. He brought in the money which saved the day. He enabled us to explore our medium, and he paved the way for our more elaborate screen ventures.
Walt began to push himself and his artists. And when he wasn't working, he was worrying about the future. And then the inevitable happened. In 1931, he had what he called a heck of a breakdown. So he did something unique for Walt Disney. He took time off and took his wife on the first vacation they had ever had. When they returned, he was a new man, filled with ideas for the future.
I saw the handwriting on the wall there. Because a short subject is just a filler on any program. Now, if I could crack the feature field, then I could do things. I had done a little story research on different fairy tales I might do, and Snow White was one of them. They'd start out and try to go someplace with, different things, and I would take them to the merry-go-round, and I took them different places, and as I'd sit there while they rode the merry-go-round, did all these things, I felt that there should be something built, some kind of an amusement enterprise built where the parents and the children could have fun together. So that's how Disneyland started. It takes a lot of money to make these dreams come true. And we had everything mortgaged, including my family. We started with many ideas, threw them away, started all over again. Eventually it evolved into what you see today as Disneyland. But it all started from a daddy with two daughters wondering where he could take them, where he could have a little fun with them too. The heart means a lot to me in that something will never be finished, something that I can keep developing and adding to. Not only can I add things, but even the trees will keep growing. The thing will get more beautiful every year. And I knew that if I did anything like the park, I should have to have some kind of a medium like television to let the people know about it. And now your host, Walt Disney. Today I want to share with you some of our ideas for Disney World. Here in Florida we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland, a blessing of size. There's enough land here to hold all the ideas and plans we can possibly imagine. We know what our goals are, we know what we hope to accomplish, and believe me, it's the most exciting and challenging assignment we've ever tackled at Walt Disney Productions.
Throughout his storied career, Walt never gave up, despite the many challenges along the way. For his visionary work, he received hundreds of awards from all corners of the globe, more Academy Awards than any individual in history, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom for a lifetime of inspiring others. He created dreams that live on today for millions around the world. But with all of that, when asked to name his greatest reward, Walt's reply was surprisingly humble.
Well, my greatest reward, I think, is that I've been able to build this wonderful organization, and also to have the public appreciate and accept what I've done all these years. That is a great reward. But all individuals are different. I had a brother who I really envied because he was a mailman, but he was the one that had all the fun. He had himself a trailer, and he used to go off and go fishing, and he didn't worry about payrolls, that story. He just had picture grocers or anything, and he was the happy one. I always said he's the smart Disney. You know, I was stumped one day when the little boy asked, "Do you draw Mickey Mouse?" And I had to admit I do not draw anymore. Well, then you think up all the jokes and ideas. No, I said, I don't do that. Finally, he looked at me and said, "Mr. Disney, just what do you do?" Well, I said, sometimes I think of myself as a little bee. I go from one area of the studio to another and gather pollen and sort of stimulate everybody. I guess that's the job I do. You know, there's a lot of satisfaction in developing ideas into realities, but there's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting. We're interested in doing things that are fun, in bringing pleasure and especially laughter to people. But I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. It was all started by a mouse.